Hey everyone, this is Chase at Rocky Mountain ATV giving you a closer look at the Fastback boot from Gaerne. All right, so today we're giving you a closer look at the Fastback boot from Gaerne. So this is a new boot for 2019. You've got the SG12, which is their flagship, then you have the SG10, now you have the Fastback, and then below this, you have the GX1. I'm actually happy that they came out with the Fastback. I think it bridges the gap really well in price point, because with the GX1, you're about $250, and then when you get up to the SG10, you jump up to that $400 mark, and with the Fastback, you're gonna be about $330. In a mid-level boot, I really like this. I think there's a lot of good features to it. I haven't ridden in it, but I've tried it on, walked around in it. Very comfortable right out of the box. I think there's a lot of great things about this. So we're gonna go through, we're gonna talk about the features that you're getting here with the Fastback, but before we do that, let's just talk about fit real quick. So like I said, I have tried these on. For me, fit's gonna be true to size. They do have a nice wide toe box. I've actually spent a lot of time riding the SG12. If you've ever worn a pair of those or tried those on, the fit for this is gonna actually be really similar. So you have a nice wide toe box, padding around the ankle area, so very comfortable. Like I said, the length, it's gonna be true. And also something I noticed about the Fastback is right out of the box, you have a good amount of flex at the ankle. So compared to the SG10 or the SG12, this is gonna have more flex right out of the box. But remember, this is an apparel item, which means if you buy this boot, and this goes for any boot that we sell at Rocky Mountain, we have our fit guarantee. So you can send it back to us in brand new, unused condition, and we will give you free shipping both ways on your first exchange. So if you look at it, what I like, very similar look to the SG12. SG12 always been one of my favorite boots that is out there as far as a look standpoint. Also, durability and quality, that's something that's really hard to beat when it comes to Gaerne. One fact that I love about Gaerne, they're an Italian company, and all their boots, from their GX1, their entry level, all the way up to the SG12, they are all made right out of their factory in Italy. So their quality, you can always say, has been second to none. So you're gonna get full grain leather as far as the base, the construction of this boot. Same great leather that they use in the SG12, their flagship model. But you also can see you have a lot of hard plastic covering this up. So a very large shin plate. You've got this hard plastic here over top the toe box. We flip it on, look at the back here. You can see nice big heel protection here. And then you have this big heel protection here on the back of the calf. Now, when we look at the sole here, I want to point out the sole, same sole that they use in the SG12. So it's a dual compound shock absorbent sole. For me, it's been very durable. I've had my SG12s for well over a year. I've put a lot of hours on them. The sole for me has held up great. You have a steel shank. It's going to help with rigidity, but the sole is replaceable. So if it does wear out, you can pick up an extra sole. You're just going to have to take the boot to a shoe cobbler to have it installed. So just keep that in mind. And then you'll notice here, something Gaerne is known for, you have this steel cap here on the top of the toe box. So you can take this off if you do want to. But what this is really here for is, when you're packing a gate, so you're at a race, you're kicking the ground with the boot a lot, well, that's actually there to help prevent that sole from delaminating. So some riders like to take it off. I've always left it on, but again, that's just gonna come down to rider preference. If we talk about the buckles, one of my favorite things of any SG boot, or any Gaerne boot that is how well their buckle design works. So you've got aluminum buckles down here at the bottom. Your straps are adjustable. You can see these are replaceable, so you can just take these off with a couple screws. Very simple to do. But what I love about these is how easy they work, even when they get really dirty and they get gunked up. So you just take your strap, slide it right over the top, snaps down. I wish every boot had this buckle design. Unfortunately, that's not the case, but they work extremely well. So you got 4 buckles. Also, what's cool is you'll notice here that these upper 2 buckles, the shin plate on the Fastback is not going to be adjustable like you have with the SG12. The SG12, if you have larger legs and you wear a knee brace, you can adjust the shin plate to make it a little bit bigger. This won't have that, but what you'll see is these 2 upper buckles here, you've actually got adjustment points. So you can actually move these forward or back depending on what you need to do. So again, it's pretty nice that they're doing that at a mid-level boot. I don't know any other mid-level boots that are doing that as far as giving you adjustability of how large you can make that opening. So props to Gaerne for doing that. So again, if you have larger legs, you wear a knee brace, shouldn't have any issues there, because the calf opening, actually in my opinion, is already pretty dang big. So I don't even know if you'd actually need that adjustment, but it's there if you do. If we open this up, see, you've got your gaiter, comes about 3/4 of the way up the boot. Nice moisture wicking material on the inside. Like I mentioned, very comfortable when you slide this in. You're gonna have some padding down here around the ankle. Buckle this back up real quick. Now, when you look at the medial and the lateral side here, you're gonna notice that you have an ankle pivot system. So you have this cuff that kind of wraps around the back side of the boot here. does two very important things. One, it offers lateral rigidity to the boot, so it gives good support side to side, but also what I like about this, that helps give the boot good flexibility right out of the box. And also something that I noticed when I put this on is when I started to walk in it and I started to bend forward, no bulging on the inside of the boot here. So it still keeps a nice sleek profile like it has right out of the box. So I like when a boot has a good pivot system that keeps it from bulging when you actually bend. You'll notice here on the inside, you do have a heat guard. Now, unlike the SG12 or the 10, you're gonna have a suede material up here at the top versus the rubber that they use on the SG12 or the SG10. So again, you're sacrificing a couple things. That's how they're bringing that price point down. But overall, like I said, for the price point, for the amount of quality and the features that you're getting with this, I think it's rock solid. If you guys have any other questions or comments about the new Fastback boot coming from Gaerne, leave those below. We'll get your questions answered and to pick yours up. It is very simple. Just click on the link or head over to RockyMountainATVMC.com. A couple of different colorways that you can choose from. Orders over $75, ship free. And if you guys like this product spotlight, hit that like button, get subscribed. That way you stay up to date and in the loop on latest gear guides, product reviews, and how-to videos that we're constantly filming. I am Chase. We'll see you on the trails.